Would you like to sleep peacefully each night and wake up feeling truly refreshed, energized, and ready to begin your day? If so, don't move, because what I'm about to reveal could ruin your night. Today, we're going to take a look at 7 powerful foods. These foods can noticeably improve your sleep quality, and I guarantee the effects might catch you off guard. Let's start with a familiar and frustrating situation. Your mind won't stop spinning, so you lie down hoping you'll fall asleep. You toss, turn, and stare up at the ceiling. Or worse, you fall asleep. Then wake up at 2 in the morning, wide awake and unable to get back to sleep. Does that sound like something you've experienced? After nights like those, you're not just tired, your health also begins to suffer, especially as the years go on. A lot of people don't know that sleep issues become more common after 50. Your circadian rhythm, your body's inner clock, starts shifting. The natural signals that used to help you fall asleep start fading. But here's the positive news. Nature already gave us solutions. Powerful, natural, safe foods that work with your nervous system to guide you back into sleep. No synthetic drugs or lab-based medications. People who make these foods part of their daily life often see lasting results. They wake up with more energy. They sleep more soundly. They stop tossing and turning all night. Their bodies begin to relearn how to relax. And if you're someone who relies on sleeping pills just to get through the night, this could be your chance to finally step away from them. So be sure to subscribe if you're ready to sleep better. Now let's get to the first food that could help you rest more deeply. Food number 1. Bananas are one of the most underrated sleep boosters. In fact, the average banana is more powerful than you think. You've likely seen it in your kitchen dozens of times. But this simple fruit might be the natural sleep remedy you've been missing. So what makes bananas so effective at helping you rest? It comes down to 3 key nutrients: potassium, vitamin B6, and magnesium. Together, they form a powerful calming effect on your nervous system. Potassium and magnesium help your muscles loosen, sending signals to your body that it's time to let go of the day's tension. On the other hand, vitamin B6 plays a key role in turning tryptophan into serotonin. That's the feel-good brain chemical that boosts your mood and helps you relax. And serotonin doesn't stop there. It later turns into melatonin. That's the hormone that tells your brain it's time to go to sleep. Let's look at a real-life example. Picture Rosa. She's 65 and has struggled with waking up in the middle of the night and twitchy legs. She starts eating a ripe banana with a few brown spots about an hour before bedtime. Within just a few nights, her leg twitching stops. A few weeks later, her sleep becomes deeper and more consistent, especially once she adds in the other foods from this list. Still staring at the clock at 3 a.m.? Want to get more out of that banana? Try it as a warm oat milk banana pudding. It's not only tasty, it's naturally calming. Here's a tip. Eating a slightly green banana works too. It has resistant starch, a special kind of fiber that helps healthy gut bacteria grow. Some of those bacteria are connected to the production of sleep-supporting compounds. Just remember, bananas don't act like a switch. They won't knock you out like medicine. What they do is help your brain relearn how to fall asleep naturally. Now for food number 2. Almonds, the quiet defenders of good sleep. They might seem like a crunchy, protein-rich snack at first glance, but there's more going on than you might expect. These tiny, nutrient-packed nuts target the very systems that control your sleep cycle. Once again, magnesium leads the way. It acts like a natural shut-off switch for your nervous system. Magnesium helps your body slow down, release tension, and ease into a stress-free state. That's one benefit you get when you eat almonds before bed. But there's more. Almonds also help your body manage cortisol levels. That's the main hormone behind stress. Have you ever been stuck in bed with your brain running through awkward conversations or long to-do lists? High cortisol might be the reason why, and almonds may help bring it back down. Don't forget about vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant in almonds that helps combat long-term inflammation. This kind of low-level inflammation could be quietly preventing you from reaching the deep healing phases of sleep. Here's another key benefit. The healthy fats in almonds help stabilize your blood sugar overnight. If you've ever woken up at 2 or 3 a.m. feeling unusually alert or even a little hungry, it might be due to a drop in blood sugar. The fats in almonds help keep your energy stable until the morning. To get the most out of them, eat a small handful about 1 hour before going to bed. You can enjoy them raw, or, if you've got the time, soak them in water for a few hours. Soaking reduces certain compounds that may block magnesium absorption in some people. Feeling creative? You can make almond milk at home. Soak almonds overnight, then peel and blend them with warm water. You can also add a dash of cinnamon before bedtime. Sip slowly and let your body ease into rest. But wait, there's a hidden sleep disruptor to talk about. Before we continue with the rest of the sleep-supporting foods, there's a common habit that might be quietly making things worse for you. Let's talk about decaf coffee. Because it doesn't have full caffeine, many people assume it's safe to drink at night. But here's the truth. Decaf coffee still contains about 3 to 10% of its original caffeine content. And for people who are sensitive, that can be enough to interfere with rest. But it's not just how much caffeine remains that's concerning. It's how that caffeine is removed. Some decaf methods use chemical solvents like ethyl acetate or methylene chloride. Even in small amounts, those chemicals can interfere with your brain's messengers, the ones that manage your sleep-wake cycles. But here's something else to consider. Your brain has probably built a connection between the taste of coffee and being alert. So even just tasting or smelling coffee can trigger a mental reaction, even if your decaf has almost no caffeine at all. That means your brain might be getting mixed signals, even when you choose a supposedly safer decaf option. Our minds are creatures of habit. Just the act of sipping coffee, feeling its warmth, and smelling the aroma might cue your brain that it's time to wake up. And that's where the trouble begins. Deep sleep, one of the most essential stages of sleep where real recovery happens, can be disrupted by this kind of mental confusion. It's the time when your brain clears out waste, your immune system resets, and your cells start to repair themselves. So even if you sleep through the night, if you don't stay in that deep phase long enough, you'll likely wake up groggy, foggy, and unrested. It'll feel like your body paused instead of powered down. Now imagine this. You're doing everything right. No screens before bed. Your bedroom is calm. You even meditate at night. You might not even realize it, but that harmless habit of drinking decaf coffee could be quietly working against your sleep goals. A better solution? Try replacing your evening drink with a calming herbal tea, like a properly prepared cup of warm chamomile. Later in this video, I'll walk you through a specific brewing method that makes it even more effective. Many people begin sleeping better after only a few nights of switching from coffee to a natural tea. This isn't just an opinion. It's a classic case of how clever advertising can make something harmful look like it's helping. While decaf coffee appears to be sleep-friendly, for many people it's actually a hidden thief, stealing the deep rest their body desperately needs. Food number 3, cherries, a ruby red reset for your sleep. They're small, sweet, and lovely to eat, but most people don't realize that cherries help regulate your sleep cycle. Melatonin, the main hormone that signals your brain it's time for bed, is naturally found in these bright red fruits. In an ideal situation, your body would produce melatonin on its own every night, but life often gets in the way. Things like stress, aging, screen exposure late at night, and inconsistent sleep habits can throw that off balance. This is where cherries help. Eating 10 to 15 cherries, fresh or frozen, about an hour before bed may help your body regain a healthy rhythm. They gently reset your internal clock and promote better sleep. And that's just the beginning. Cherries are also rich in anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that reduce quiet inflammation, especially in the brain. Picture them like a night crew that clears away stress and waste, so when you wake up, your mind feels sharper and more focused. Have you ever woken up with soreness, stiffness, or just feeling off? That might be a sign your body didn't reach deep, restorative sleep. Cherries help move you from light sleep into that deep phase, where your body repairs and your brain restores itself. Here's another amazing benefit. When seasons change, cherries become valuable allies. Your body's melatonin rhythm can get thrown off as daylight hours shift. No matter the time of year, cherries act like a natural anchor to help keep your sleep routine steady. Here's an important tip. Always go for frozen or fresh cherries. Avoid dried ones. Dried cherries often contain added sugar, which can cause energy spikes and mess with your body's normal bedtime rhythm. You can eat cherries by themselves, or mix them with other sleep-friendly ingredients. They blend well into a smoothie with oat or almond milk, or work great as a small evening treat. They're tasty, easy to prepare, and supported by research. Kiwi, the green guardian of restful sleep. It's bright and green inside, tangy, slightly fuzzy, and it could easily become your favorite nighttime companion. Even though it looks exotic and is popular in tropical fruit dishes, kiwi is actually one of the most scientifically supported natural sleep enhancers. Research has shown some amazing results, especially from studies done in New Zealand, where kiwis originate. Eating 1 or 2 kiwis before bedtime has been shown to improve both sleep length and sleep quality. Why is that? Because kiwis are rich in serotonin, one of the most important chemicals in the brain for regulating mood and sleep. More importantly, serotonin is the immediate building block of melatonin, and it supports calmness and emotional balance. In simple terms, kiwi tells your body it's time to unwind. But it doesn't stop there. Kiwi also contains strong antioxidants, specifically vitamin C and vitamin E, that help reduce oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is a quiet but harmful process that can affect memory, focus, and brain function. Have you ever woken up feeling foggy, disoriented, or just not yourself? That might be oxidative stress at work. Kiwi helps relieve that burden from the inside out. Here's another great bonus. Kiwi skin contains even more fiber and antioxidants than the juicy flesh inside. Yes, the whole fruit is edible. Just scrub off the fuzz gently with a brush. That extra fiber supports your gut health, which, surprisingly, plays a big role in how well you sleep. Want to take it further? Try eating 1 kiwi and half a banana about an hour before bed. The tryptophan in the banana and the serotonin in the kiwi team up to help your body naturally produce more melatonin. It's like giving your brain exactly what it needs to create deep, restful sleep. Want something simpler? Blend up a quick smoothie with kiwi, banana, and warm oat milk. It's lightly sweet, easy on the stomach, and calms your nervous system as you get ready for bed. And here's the best part. Kiwi does more than help you sleep. Its benefits may also reduce anxiety, irritability, and even minor muscle aches, all of which can interfere with falling asleep or staying asleep. For such a small fruit, kiwi delivers big benefits for nighttime health. Food number 5, sauerkraut. This may surprise you. It's not sweet like cherries, creamy like oatmeal, or crunchy like almonds, but this tangy fermented food could be one of the most powerful natural tools for better sleep if used correctly. In fact, sauerkraut supports the very foundation of your nighttime health, your gut. Your gut and your brain are deeply connected through what's called the gut-brain axis, a communication superhighway that influences mood, stress, and yes, sleep quality. Sauerkraut is rich in natural probiotics, the beneficial bacteria that help balance your digestion, calm inflammation, and even influence the production of serotonin and melatonin. But here's the twist. Sauerkraut isn't automatically helpful. In fact, if you eat it the wrong way or combine it with the wrong foods, it could disrupt your rest instead of supporting it. That's why this fermented favorite comes with a warning. Handle with care. Now, be careful. If you don't use it correctly, sauerkraut might do more harm than good. To make it a helpful sleep aid, you need to prepare and pair it properly. Combining it with the wrong types of food, like wine, chocolate, or ingredients high in cholesterol, can accidentally create a mix that actually keeps you awake. Why does that happen? Because just when your body is trying to relax, those food combinations may create subtle but meaningful changes in how your digestion and neurotransmitters function. The best way to eat sauerkraut is in small amounts, just 2 to 3 tablespoons, and pair it with a healthy complex carb, like oats or brown rice. Here's the key. Eat it at least 2 hours before going to bed. Avoid combining sauerkraut with red meat, heavy proteins, or highly processed dinner foods, because that can slow digestion and lead to bloating, or stomach discomfort, or even trouble falling asleep. If sauerkraut doesn't sit well with you, your body will give you signs. Watch for symptoms like facial flushing, itchy skin, sudden waves of body heat, or waking up with a dull headache. These may be indicators of histamine sensitivity, which some people experience with fermented foods, viewed exactly as written. Thinking about making your own? It's simpler than you might expect, so don't stress. Just slice raw cabbage into thin shreds, massage in some sea salt, and let it ferment for about a week in a clean, sealed glass container. If you're buying it at the store, always choose raw and unpasteurized versions. That's because pasteurization removes the live probiotics you actually want. There's another benefit too. Sauerkraut is high in vitamin C, which plays a key role in reducing cortisol, your main stress hormone. And the less cortisol you have before bed, the deeper and calmer your sleep tends to be. Here's one important warning. If you take iron supplements, be cautious. Vitamin C helps your body absorb more iron, and too much iron in the blood can block melatonin production. That may interfere with your sleep cycle. So it's better not to pair sauerkraut with any supplements during your evening meal. Keep it clean, natural, and simple. You might be surprised how much this odd little fermented dish supports your brain, your nervous system, and your ability to truly rest. Food number 6. Oatmeal is often thought of as a breakfast staple, but it may be exactly what your body needs at night. Even though most people eat it in the morning, it could work better before bed. Oatmeal isn't just warm and filling, it's one of the most underrated foods for promoting restful sleep. It can regulate blood sugar, calm your nerves, and ease your body into a restful state when eaten with the right ingredients at the right time. Why is oatmeal so effective? It contains 3 essential components: magnesium, zinc, and slow-digesting carbohydrates. Magnesium helps lower your heart rate, relaxes your muscles, and soothes your brain. Zinc is also crucial. It plays a key part in the biological chain that leads to melatonin production. And those complex carbs in oats, they release glucose slowly and evenly, helping to keep your energy levels stable throughout the night. Here's a really important detail. Many people wake up between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. because of a drop in blood sugar. It's not from a bad dream or a loud noise. When your body senses it's low on energy, it sends a stress signal that wakes you up. Oatmeal helps stop that by keeping your blood sugar stable. No crashes, no surges, and no 3 a.m. mental buzzing. There's another bonus. Oats contain a compound called avenin, a mild natural sedative. It doesn't knock you out or leave you drowsy in the morning, but it does calm your thoughts, lower sensory overload, and reduce inner noise. Here's a perfect bedtime oatmeal recipe. Cook half a cup of rolled oats in almond or oat milk. Add a pinch of cinnamon and a handful of walnuts or almonds. It not only tastes great, it also boosts relaxation and stabilizes blood sugar. Want something even lighter? Blend a banana with some plant milk and a spoon of ground oats. It's easy on digestion and perfect for winding down at the end of the day. Here's one more benefit. Studies show that people who regularly eat oats spend more time in the deep sleep stages. That's the kind of sleep that truly refreshes your body and mind. You'll wake up clearer, more focused, and in a better mood, even if you slept the same number of hours. So if you've been having trouble falling asleep, waking up tired, or struggling through restless nights, try moving your oats from breakfast to bedtime. Food number 7, chamomile. This herbal tea only works well if it's prepared correctly. Chamomile has been used as a natural sleep aid since ancient times and is widely seen as a symbol of peace. But most people don't realize this. Chamomile's ability to help you sleep depends entirely on how it's made. If you just dip a tea bag into boiling water for a minute or two, you'll end up with a weak drink that does almost nothing. The real strength of chamomile comes from a compound called apigenin. Apigenin binds to specific receptors in your brain and produces a calming anti-anxiety effect. It works in a similar way to some prescription medications, but without any of the unwanted side effects. Think of apigenin as nature's way of telling your brain and body to calm down. But to unlock its benefits, you have to brew it properly. Skip the cheap tea bags. Use whole dried chamomile flowers if you want to preserve the vital oils. Steep them in freshly boiled water, covered, for at least 10 minutes. Use 1 or 2 teaspoons of flowers per cup for best results. You can also combine it with passion flower, lemon balm, or even a little raw honey, all of which have their own gentle sedative effects. This is especially effective if you drink it consistently. Drinking this tea 30 to 45 minutes before bed can turn a simple nighttime habit into something deeply restorative. Chamomile won't knock you out, but it creates the mental and physical conditions your body needs to fall asleep on its own, completely, easily, and naturally. Chamomile is often seen as a gentle remedy, but it only works when you make it the right way. Everyone's heard of chamomile tea. It's a go-to for relaxing before bed. But here's what almost nobody mentions. Chamomile only works if prepared properly. Its secret is a plant compound called apigenin, a natural flavonoid that attaches to the same brain receptors targeted by many anti-anxiety medications. That signal tells your nervous system it's safe to relax. But here's the tricky part. Apigenin is delicate. If you pour boiling water directly over the flowers, you may weaken or destroy its calming effects. So what's the right way to do it? Let your boiling water cool for a moment before pouring it over the tea. The perfect temperature is around 80 to 175 degrees Celsius. No thermometer? No problem. Just wait until the bubbling stops, but there's still visible steam. That's your cue. Now the next step is just as important, steeping time. Most people let the tea bag sit for just a few minutes. Big mistake. Cover the cup and steep for 8 to 10 minutes so all the calming compounds stay in the liquid, not in the air. That's how you trap the essential oils instead of letting them drift away. Believe it or not, even the mug matters. Use ceramic or glass, not metal. The chemical structure of apigenin and other active compounds can be slightly altered by metal containers. For a stronger cup, use loose dried chamomile flowers instead of prepackaged bags. They're more potent, more aromatic, and offer a higher dose of apigenin. Here's the ideal recipe. Use 1 heaping spoonful of dried chamomile flowers. Steep in hot but not boiling water for 10 minutes covered. Drink it 30 to 45 minutes before bedtime. Make it part of a calm nighttime routine. Dim lighting, no screens, maybe a little soft music. If you drink chamomile at the same time each night, your brain starts to connect the taste and smell to a sense of winding down. That becomes a signal the day is over. Stick with this habit for a few nights, and you might be amazed. You'll fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling more restored. Walnuts. This food is a superpower for sleep and brain health. You've probably heard that walnuts are good for your heart, but did you know they're also one of the best foods for natural sleep support? It starts with their healthy fats. These small, mild-tasting nuts are full of nutrients that impact the nervous system directly. They're especially rich in omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, fats your body can't make on its own, but which are essential for producing melatonin, your key sleep hormone. To put it simply, your brain uses these healthy fats to create melatonin in a natural, effective way. Just eating 4 to 5 walnuts before bed can help your body produce the hormone that lets you fall asleep and stay asleep. But that's not all. Walnuts also contain magnesium, a mineral known for lowering blood pressure, slowing your heart rate, and relaxing your muscles. All of those are perfect signals for triggering sleep. Even more amazing, walnuts actually contain melatonin in their natural state. That means your body doesn't have to convert anything. It gets melatonin directly from the food. If you tend to wake up multiple times in the night for no clear reason, it might be because your melatonin levels are dropping too quickly. Walnuts help maintain a steady supply of melatonin throughout the night. Here's a real-life example. Martin, age 67, used to wake up 2 or 3 times a night without knowing why. He added a small handful of walnuts to his dinner routine. Soon, he was sleeping more deeply. Even when he woke up, he found it easier to fall back asleep. To get the most benefit, soak your walnuts in water for about 4 hours before eating them. This reduces phytic acid, a substance that can block nutrient absorption. For even better results, combine your walnuts with a high-carb fruit like banana or kiwi. Why? Because tryptophan in walnuts turns into serotonin and then into melatonin, but it needs carbohydrates to cross into the brain. At the same time, the healthy fats in walnuts keep melatonin production going all night. It's the perfect combo. About an hour before bed, try a small bowl of soaked walnuts with some kiwi slices. Don't underestimate these brain-shaped nuts. Adding walnuts to your nightly routine is a simple, tasty, and science-backed way to help your body return to its natural sleep cycle and wake up in a better mood, feeling truly refreshed. If this helped you, hit subscribe so you don't miss more tips for better sleep. Your best nights are just beginning.